The lights are up and we are ready for racing action here tonight. Round 6 of the Aussie Racing Gen 3 cars are underway, and look at them all off the line now. They spray out like mosquitoes down there at the swamp. But look at Stephen Varga. Beautiful start from him. He's actually gone straight to the lead. I think Shelton was caught napping off the start, maybe just bogged down in the second phase of that start, and Stephen Varga goes straight to the front. What a beautiful start from him. Kobe Marshall up 2 positions as well. He's up into third. Oh, with Ryan Shelton just ducking across the arse end of that Mustang as well. Very close there indeed. But they go 2 by 2 down the order. That is Townsend and Patterson side by side as well. You can see someone around there as well. I think that might be Georgeson. No, it's Rogers. Oh, Rogers. He's gone around again. That's bad news for him, but they all come down now through into Brooklands here, and it's a tight little affair in the mid-pack. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The top 5 pretty evenly spread, but that's Ben Mead in behind Logan Howard, giving him plenty of curry here on the opening lap. Now through to the old start finish line, folks, and there's I think it's Kobe Marshall just blinking in and out of existence here, which is very disconcerting for all around them. But they get around half this lap absolutely unscathed for the most part. Maybe 1 or 2 cars around, but pretty clean in the overall department, Zach O'Reilly.
Yeah, beautiful stuff there from most involved, and you can see the old Varga is out in front, and he's just doing a good job. Cullen's there, Marshall and Shelton literally say they're trading places, but he's just blinking in and out, as Chris said as well. So some connections issues there for Kobe Marshall, but nonetheless, it's Varga now getting a little bit of curry, but also Shelton giving curry here too to Marshall too. So a little bit of a suck train going on here now. It's Shelton. He's got a little bit of a brazen bits. That car disappears and reappears right at the worst point on the racetrack. Goodness gracious me. Around the outside, he's trying to go Trailer Park Girl style. Can't get that job done. There goes Marshall again, and I cannot believe it. He's just blinking in and out. I'll tell you what, he is like a bumhole at a certain photography experiment there. He's just nowhere, just giving everyone the old one-eyed salute. At the back, though, here comes Johnny Howard. He's coming right through at the moment. The Premier Prime Minister is just handing it. He's looking at this one. I'll tell you what, the old Submarines livery in front of him is going backwards here. He's going underground because at the moment he's got a blinking car in front of him. Johnny Howard's just going for it. Now he's got Mead to think about too. Right at the arse end of this one. He's going for the move here. He's to Shelton up the inside. He goes on Marshall, just trying to get the job done. Can he get the job done, in fact, because he's got 2 cars right at the prowler at the moment. He's defending for his life. He's going to have to go. Shelton. Round goes Howard. Howard's been punted. See you later, Alligator. I don't know if he got touched or not, but he's around and he's facing the wrong way. There goes a couple of cars trying to avoid him as well. I don't know what that sponsor is at the moment, but I'll tell you what, Varga is under all sorts of pressure. He's got half a run here, Christopher. This could be on down the hanger straight.
Yeah, he's very close there indeed. When we switched over, I saw it. It was down to under 2 tenths there. The difference here between the top 2 drivers. Sam Cullen has turned up with an absolute plan here to try and take down the championship leader. Look at him right up beneath the rear wing here. Opens up the inside there to Varga, invites him down the inside on the just skating in there to the Vale there as well. All sorts of smoke happening out the back, I assume, as well. But both of these guys just gathering up the car and driving the absolute tits off it here at the moment. Beautiful stuff here. The battle for the lead is on, and Ryan Shelton here, the pole sitter from earlier on, he was a second and a half clear of the field. He can see this battling up ahead, and he is absolutely loving every second of it. He's saying, Cullen, get right up there, and he does. Look, go around the outside there through this little section here. It's very good there. He's going to have the inside run for the tight left-hander. Oh, just the nose just getting cut off there by Stephen Varga as well. That's very dicey stuff, but these two battle it out and will continue so for the foreseeable future.
Oh, definitely. They're just absolutely racing hammer and tong here. It's like it's the first, last lap of the race here. In fact, all the first. They don't know which way it's going to go, but Cullen is just giving the old Tijuana here to Varga. No worries about it. 3 tenths, 2 tenths, you name it. They're going hammer and tong. It is beautiful stuff. Look at him just nosing that car further and further up behind the rear bumper there.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. Oh, look at this. We've got a 3-lap shootout, ladies and gentlemen, and they're away and racing. This is a full reverse grid. There goes Grey Ward as well. That and Brock Clark around. Marshall into the fence as well. That is absolute carnage there. Oh, look at the Snowy River car. Lost it as well. This is an absolute, this is a circus, ladies and gentlemen. Get your tickets in because it's all happening. Wowee. Wayne Rogers does lead the pack. back. He's got Jansen and Summerall behind him. Jade Andrews behind them with Stuart Patterson just making up the field. Andrews has spun it as well. There's more. Oh my God, this is like a Jewish Christmas here with the amount of dreidels just spinning around on the circuit. There's absolutely don't know where to look kind of deal stuff here. Logan Howard's made his way up 8 positions. He's the mover and shaker. Ryan Shelton, however, up 13th position. There was a car in the air there. I'm pretty sure what the hell is going on here, Zach O'Reilly. Wow. Whose idea was it to have a 3-lap reverse grid sprint for the Cup? Gee whiz.
Ready to go. But we're up and racing. Goodness gracious me. There's no lights, no worries. Thanks, SDK, for goodness gracious me. But look at that from Shelton. He's all over the back end. Patterson's trying to get up the inside of him too. So we're on like Donkey Kong. Wide there from Shelton. Patterson's still trying to stick the fat line. No one's coming gutser in the background. So good on. Right, there goes Rogers. He's been punted off left, right and centre by Johnny Howard. Back to the drawing board there into the Labor Party he goes. But goodness gracious me, they've come through finally, sorted themselves out. Now 3 or 4 wide in the background. Look at this for the lead. Shelton and Patterson are going hammer and tong here. Shelton's got the job done. Patterson's had to settle for second. Now they're all trying to single file their way back through. This is turn 5 of the circuit coming up. A heavy braking downhill zone. Now he can navigate this one the best. I'll tell you what, Shelton's got the job done. Patterson's there too. Another blinker in the background. There's absolute punterino. I thought there was something going on there. Goodness gracious me. Mead's got up the inside. Rogers as well. Just had to settle for that one. The chef is hounding him too. So he's been a bit rattled here, the chef, for the first opening laps, watching Rogers go off in front of him. But he's finding his grip already in that Kmart Mustang. Goodness gracious me, Clark's falling down the field. Ward's going at him too. This is all spicing up here. Look at this. 3 cars nearly involved in one corner. Not where you want to be. This is Hamilton Verstappen territory. Ward's just bounding it at the moment. Clark Rubber here is just trying to get the condom on his dick and absolutely go for it. Goodness gracious me. Hutchins here in the background is just getting torn apart here. NXX non-style. He's going backwards at a rate of knots. He's got done there by Brittingham, the old British pig. Then we've got Phillips in behind him trying to suck off another position from him. And I'll tell you what, it's on here because Varga and Rogers have come together. And I'll tell you what, Varga's got out in front. There is Rogers in the background. He's just trying to put his way back into us, but he's all over the back end here because I'll tell you what, Mead's coming at him at a rate of knots up the inside. Beautiful, beautiful stuff here on this opening stanza here, Christopher Murray. Mead just files him back right in behind Rogers there too. So it's still on. Patterson and Howard have traded places up in front too. So as well, it's all happening here.
Yeah, it sure is. Let's go to the lead because it is Shelton out in front with Logan Howard there behind. Patterson just searching him down as well. Then a little bit of a gap there to Stephen Varga and the rest of the Peanut Gallery coming in behind. Wayne Rogers, Ben Mead as well, just sitting in fat behind him. He's actually looking really racy in this opening little stanza of this race. He's the gap's only less than 2/10 as well. He's hitting air through Abbey, and he's going right up under the rear wing there of that Adidas Aussie Sim Racing Camaro. Look at him all over the road there as Rogers just trying to defend. Goes around the outside, goes Mead. He's not really the way to go around there. He just needs to stick fat, go the inside for the next turn. But look at that, Rogers behind, just being avoided there by Greg Cook going around the outside, chopping the nose off, as you would say. But now the dust starts to settle here on this opening little stanza. Luke Williams, however, has got his hands full with Jansen in front, but he's had a pretty good exit through that little section now, and for the next left-hander, we'll be able to peel out. Look down the order there. That's Grey Ward as well, just sitting in the slipstream. But look at this. Mokoloff has just... Oh, who's that behind him there? Brock Clark as well. Let's get a better view. Oh, you can see how squirrely Clarky was getting off that curb there as well, but very tight racing for the top 10 here. Well, there's a little bit of an off there for Jansen, and big mistake. Can Brock Clark take advantage? You can see now they're side by side going through the start-finish line, and look at the British pig up the inside. What a run there from him. He goes up into 16th position. No worries at all.
Here comes in excess of the background though, and it will cross back to Rogers here, who's just got his old son in front of him. Oh, tail wag there. He's going to run wide there. That's invited Marshall up the inside. Kobe's gone for it. Thank you very much from downtown Kobe into 8th place.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful move there from Marshall as well. Caught Rogers napping in a little mistake there as well. So he goes up into the top 8 and searching for a podium tonight. We saw him last week on his debut. Was absolutely tearing it up and came from the back and was put on an absolute masterclass of driving indeed. So we're waiting for the Marshall of last week to turn up tonight and show us all how it's done. But up ahead, it's Rogers just holding fat here with Marshall in his rearview mirror, looking very feisty indeed. Just maybe just trying to back him up into his son and just yelling out into the next room and say, listen here, Ash, if you could take him out, that'd be absolutely lovely. Thank you, sir. I'll up your allowance and let you off the old chores this week. You don't have to unpack the dishwasher for 2 weeks if you can keep him out there. But he's going to have a hard time of it because look at this. Marshall's on the comeback here down into Brooklands now. He's not quite there, but Rogers, big mistake there and just leaves the door open, and Marshall will take it with 2 hands and says thank you very much. But look, firing back up the inside is Rogers. How long can he hold on to this position for? We will find out. He's doing a great job of it, but I'll tell you what, any more of those little mistakes and that will be all she wrote for him, and backwards he shall go. But let's look up to the front because there is a three-way battle just forming here between Shelton, Logan, Howard and Stephen Varga. You can see them there on your screen, separated by a few lengths of Gen 3 vehicles. But now look at this, actually. Here it's Ben Mead and Cook. Mead up the inside. Cook trying to fire it again up the inside. Cannot get the job done. Mead going around the outside and looking very racy in this second race, Zach O'Reilly, and doing a great job of it.
Yeah, looking very good. Look at this Marshall, though. He's got a beautiful run. He's just going to sail around the outside, trailer park girl style. Look at the chef, though, as well. In the front ground of this shot too. He's trying to send around the outside. There goes Marshall. He's got that job done on Rogers. Now it's the 2 battles of the erection. Who's got the bigger one to flop out on the table is going to be the question here. But I tell you what, Marshall Laws just kicked into it. Look at Rogers just trying to send it back up the inside. He's not letting go without a fight. Can't get that job done. I'll tell you what, though, he's going to be under all sorts from Ash behind him too. But the chef here is trying to get himself back in front of Mead. Mead had just got him done, and now it's Cook's chance to get himself further up the grid. He started in 15th place. Now he's up into 6th place himself. So a good showing here from the chef. Got a good old drumming, but this is on here at the front. Now we got to look for these boys because it is close. It was 7-8 tenths a lap or so ago. Now it's down to 3 tenths average between these top 3. Shelton's in the hot position at the moment. He's leading the pack. He's taking them into battle. But who's going to win the war here? You can win battles, ladies and gentlemen, but the war is over in 10 laps' time. And I'll tell you what, Ryan Shelton here now has got it all to fight for here. It's a strategical genius. Look at the pace of Varga there. Just mid-corner speed is just elite compared to these two. It's Mustang versus 2 Camaros. The Blue Oval fans out there are screaming to the high heavens. But I'll tell you what, Howard at the moment has got some pace in that Camaro. He is really showing the old Tijuana there too. Ryan Shelton in front of him. This is cracking racing. This is Simsational TV, and this is Aussie Esports at its absolute best, Christopher.
Yeah, it sure is, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like on the video, and get involved here at Simsational TV. We bring you the best of the best of the best sim racing commentary and all the league racing around the country and international now as well. Simsational TV is international, folks. Yes.
In race 1. So he's just pulled the pin early and gone, yep, I'll try to do that on these boys. Meanwhile, the chef is just on an absolute prowl here at the moment. Hell's Kitchen, oh, goodness gracious me. Mead is just blinking again. He's just in and out of the shot, left, right and centre. I don't know how the iRacing works in the connection department, but boy, oh boy, that is full on track hazard style. Imagine you're mid-overtake and that car disappears in front of you. You would absolutely shit yourself once you find out you're right up beside him. But look at Cook now. He's up beside him now, and he's got the job done here on Mead. I would say they're fighting at hammer and nail here at the moment, though. Mead's gone off into the AstroTurf there. Chef's trying to fight his way around the outside. Beautiful racing from these two. Mead's got the inside run, though, so he's made the radius shorter on that corner, and he comes out in front. This is cracking racing from these 3 drivers. Marshall in the background just watching on, thinking about how he can go about it. But the chef here has genuinely got the pace over Mead. Now they've got to think about which way they can go. Heavy braking zone, down to 5th gear we go. Comes out the other side, 3rd gear in fact. That's how quick they navigate this corner from 5th down to 3rd. Now he's got a beautiful run. Marshall's in the background here. Maggots and Beckett's too wide is not the way to go about it. Look at that car just disappear again and reappear here. It's a bloody magician, this thing at the moment. Mead the magician for tonight.
Yeah.
He's pulling rabbits out of the hat. He's pulling car disappearing tricks, you name it. He's got the lot here at the moment. This is absolute Houdini style here from Mead in front, but the chef is unfazed. He has got a man in front of him that he wants to get past. As long as you're an object on that track in front of you, I don't care who you are. And look at that for a send up the inside from the chef. Has he overcooked it though? Can he pull the car up? He does. Look at that. Beautiful confidence there. He's just running a bit wide on the advantageous side of the circuit here. There goes Mead into the pits, pulled out of that battle. Chef might have had to come into the pits there as well to get the undercut, but Mead is doing it. Chef gets 4th place, and now it's all up to the big man Varga in front. In 11th place now, comes out onto the racetrack. Where is he going to be in the next 2? Yeah, well, it's if you put it in Bathurst comparison, it's about 4 seconds, 5 seconds longer than a Bathurst lap here, but not as much undulation. So you've really got to think about if the undercut works at Bathurst, it's going to work here with those sort of lap times, and that's what these boys have got to think. But driver so far of this session is Marshall. Started in 22nd, ladies and gentlemen, and he's right on the back here of Chef. He's going to get that job done. Chef's got no answer for this man. He just got a beautiful run and fantastically done into the braking zone, wagging his tail there, mind you. Marshall's just lost it nearly. I think Chef saw him coming. Now he's absolutely drifting his way. Nearly tank slapped him out of it. He thinks about going into the pits. He does. So does the Chef too. Thinks about it as well. So he's followed him in. Now they're going to see it. Can he get it pulled up before that pit line? Just. Ladies and gentlemen, that was so close to a black flag pit entrance there for Kobe Marshall. All that hard work could have been undone, but he's come out the other side beautifully here. Now we just got to look out for Varga.